What's up guys, my name is Richie Torres. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and mixed martial arts veteran from New York. I train out of Next Evolution Mixed Martial Arts, Kyoto, BJJ, NYC.
Growing up or living in the Bronx shaped your mentality and resilience, and how did those experiences prepare you for the challenges in MMA?
Yeah man, well the Bronx is a different animal. You know, you gotta kind of have like thick skin to be in the Bronx. I mean, I might be a little biased, but I think the Bronx is like one of the toughest places to grow up. And mixed martial arts, man, has helped me kind of navigate those dangerous waters. Even though, growing up there, I've had my share of trauma and have had my share of being a Billy Badass and all that in the streets and stuff, but it's kind of shaped me to knowing that I can kind of push through and persevere through tough times and being in a rough environment, and also it gave me the confidence to just walk away from certain people and situations and just know that there was, there's better out there besides just growing up in the Bronx.
What was the turning point in your life where you realized MMA could be more than just a sport for you? How did it start changing your outlook on life?
Well, as a kid, as a teenager, I've had some trauma in my life, as a teenager, and I just didn't want to be a victim no more. I didn't want to be victimized by anybody anymore, and eventually, I started training when I was about 18, 19 with my boy Rob. Shout out to Rob at a Rhino Fight Team in Jersey. And man, I just seen just how much of a great coach he was and how I was developing as a fighter and as a person. And I was like, man, this could be something that I can do for the rest of my life, And then, just started fighting, competing, and now it's like, it literally saved my life. If it wasn't for, martial arts, MMA, stuff like that, I mean, I don't know where I'd be.
Has your MMA training contributed to your personal growth outside of the gym, particularly handling stress, discipline, and daily life challenges?
Well, training in martial arts alone is already hard. It's hard, it's physically hard, it's mentally hard, it's emotionally hard. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So with that type of mentality, I know that if I can do this on the mat and be able to punch, kick, get choked, all this stuff, like all of that stress, because it's already stressful. I feel that the real world, like a job, if my boss is being a douchebag one day or stuff like that, that's nothing compared to what I'm experiencing here inside the dojo and with my training partners, people who are pushing me to more extremes, not just, emotionally, because, being at a job when people's always, micromanaging you, stuff like that, that stuff is very just tedious and just very kind of like emotional. It can be emotional. So being on the gym and being on the mats and stuff like that, I know that this is way harder. So everything else outside of the gym should be easy.